the ButHerFly Boudoir. I am Madame ButHerFly, and today we are about to get into it. We are here to review, to discuss, to recap the latest episode of Love After Lockup. So let's just go on and get into it, y'all. All right. So the show opens up with Rachel and Doug. Okay, so Rachel's getting ready to go pick up Doug. He's getting out in one day, so she's packing up everything. She finally calls the PO. Now Dougie has been bothering her, been yelling at her to talk to the PO to find out his restrictions. So she finally calls and finds out he's basically working a 9-to-5 job. Basically what it is. He can only go out Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, off on the weekends. That's basically that's what my job is, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5, I don't work on the weekends. So that's the stipulations. He cannot go out on the weekends, and he can only be out between the hours of 8 a.m. and 5 p.m. Monday through Friday. All right, so she's going to drive to get him, and I noticed she has his name tattooed on her wrist, and I didn't notice that before. I don't know if they showed that in the previous episode, but this was the first time I was noticing it, and I was like, oh, okay. Now they do say as soon as you get somebody's name tatted on you, that's the end. That's like a curse that you just put on your relationship. But she got his name tatted on her, and I did see she had like this coffee mug with their picture on it. Now I ain't gonna front, that's probably something that I would do. I would probably get me and my boo's picture on the cover. You know, I'm kind of cheesy like that a little bit, so I can't even knock her for that. But the tattoo, no ma'am. All right, so she says that he wanted her to wear something conservative with no panties. So she went to go meet him in her t-shirt with no panties on. Y'all know that song? Hey, t-shirt and no panties on. Or is it t-shirt and my panties on? Did I just remix it to say no panties? I don't know what. Y'all know that song I'm talking about. That's an old song. But anyway, she gets to the jail. He comes to meet her. They're running to each other. He just picks her up in the air. Baby, what I tell you, I want a man to do that to me. Just pick me up in the air like that, catch me. So they're embracing, you know, loving all on each other and whatnot. She then takes him back to the car, and she pulls out the big ass 10-pound of bologna, and I guess he's so hungry he done ripped it open with his teeth, and then he had this little card, I guess it was an ID card or something from jail, and slicing it with the car. I was like, ooh, child, no. But listen, Rachel is ready. She's horny. She ready to get it in. He talk about, I finally get that sex with her. He ready. They both ready. So you know they about to have a good time tonight. But yeah, that was it with Rachel and Doug. You know, I will say Doug, he's cute. He's cute. Now I don't know if he's tall or if she's just short, because he did say she was 4'10". I'm like, dang. So I don't know if he's tall or if he's just, you know, regular height for a guy and she's just little. But me, I love me a tall man, and he looked like he's tall. I was like, okay, Doug. But yeah, that was it between them. So after that, we get to Brittany and Ray. All right, so today's the day that Brittany's going to pick up Ray. But unfortunately, she's not going to pick him up alone, which is what she originally wanted, so they could spend some time together. She's now going to pick him up with his family. So she gets to his house, and she's surprised on how nice the house looks. I guess Ray was telling her, you know, he didn't have that well of an upbringing, and I guess she assumed she was going to be pulling up to the hood. She assumed it was going to be some Section 8 type stuff. So she was quite surprised on how nice the house was. Now, she said she bought him a cell phone, and she set his password to her password, and she thought that was cute. No ma'am. No ma'am, that ain't cute. That's insecure. Okay, you done set this man's password to your password. Woo woo. Now you know damn well he gonna change that password. She also said she tried to be slick and got caught on his Facebook page. He had called her and he was like, why is my location saying Texas? So her ass done got caught for trying to snoop through his Facebook page, and she admitted she was insecure. So at least the girl knows she insecure. But listen, so she gets to the house, she knocks on the door, I believe it's his stepmom, answers the door, and she comes bearing gifts. She's got the whole family t-shirts, welcome home t-shirts. Now for me, it looked like the dad wasn't with it. It looked like the dad was like, what the hell? Like he wasn't with it, and then the stepmom, I think she was just trying to be nice. Oh, this is nice. We're gonna go change into these, you know what I'm saying? Baby girl came with shirts for the whole family. She said sister and brother. I was like, okay. Then we meet the grandma. I like the grandma. The grandma was cool. So the grandma had her own little shirt too, and they all get ready to go. Ray's dad, he done assumed the lead, and he driving. Brittany got a rental car, and he driving. Now look, this ain't even my car, this is the rental car. So if you get in an accident, I don't have to pay for the damages. But listen, that was his dad, so I guess she didn't want to overstep. She didn't want to, you know what I'm saying? But she was feeling some type of way that he, you know, wouldn't drive. But anyway, so they're all headed up to the jail, and you know, they're asking her how long she's known Ray, and she told them 9 months, and grandma was like, ooh, 9 months, that's no time. And then you hear grandma telling the producers, well, what's wrong with her that she gotta go to prison to find a man? If somebody got it all together, why she ain't got no man? I'm like, yes, grandma. Grandma, they gonna tell you how it is. What is wrong with her? Well, she gotta find a man in prison. That's what grandma wanna know. And Brittany said that Ray is very close to his grandmother, so you know what I'm saying? Now, Brittany did say when she picks up Ray, she would prefer that he hugs her first. And if he doesn't hug her first, she's going to be upset. Now, have y'all seen this meme? This is an old meme. It's like a cartoon meme. And it's got the mother, the sister, the baby mama or wife, and the daughter. And then it's got the man, and it's like, who does he hug first? Who's he gonna go to first? Now, baby, listen. Brittany, you only know him for 9 months. Okay, 9 months. I highly doubt he gonna hug you first. If anything, I think he gonna hug his grandma first. He might go to grandma before daddy. You know what I'm saying? Before the stepmama, because you know, as close as she says he is with his grandma, I think he might just go to grandma first before her. Hell, he gonna go into all three of them first before her, so her feelings don't get hurt. You know what I'm saying? I mean, yeah, you got feelings for him, but it's only been 9 months, okay? You've only been around for 9 months, not even a year. That's his family, so expect to get your feelings hurt. But it's not even that serious. Well, he didn't hug me first, child. So the prison van finally pulls up. They're at the gas station. He gets out. She's all excited. Baby! He didn't even look her way, nothing. He didn't acknowledge her. He didn't look at the whole family. He gets out. He walks a little bit, then turns back around, gets back in the van, and the van pulls off. Now, we don't know what's going on. We don't know what's happening. That's how it went off with them. So I'm pretty sure it's nothing. You know how TV shows make everything so dramatic. They probably just pulled around to the other side of the convenience store. Something like that. I highly doubt they done took his ass back to jail. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing that dramatic, but you know how it goes. But that was it for Brittany and Ray. So next episode, we'll get to meet him and see what he's all about. All right, so now we get to Deontay and Nicole. All right, so he done picked her up. They in the car, they driving, right? He tells her to look in the back. I got gifts for you. She's opening up everything. Oh my God, oh my God. All right, so then she pulls out some lingerie. And she's like, what is this? And he's like, you know what it is? Don't act like you don't know what it is. So, you know, Deontay ready to get it in. You know what I'm saying? He been horny the past year. He done had his little Silicon Valley thing. He ready. So, you know, she tells him, well, I'll put it on for you, but you can't touch. We not having sex. I can send you some sexy ass selfies, but that's all it is. You ain't gonna touch me. So she says that she told him before she got out of prison that she has anxiety, and that in prison you're not allowed to touch each other, and just hugging someone would make her anxious. So she's just not ready to do that. So Deontay was like, what you talking about, Willis? He was like, so in 4 years, you ain't done nothing with nobody. That's how he said it. He said, in 4 years, you ain't done nothing with nobody. He put with nobody in it. Baby, listen, Deontay ain't as stupid and gullible and naive as we think he is. He is, but not as much. You know what I'm saying? Because he know damn well that she was in there doing things. You can't tell me she was in there for 4 years and she didn't do nothing. Her little cute, petite little self. Now you know she was somebody's girl. I ain't even listen. Alright, so they're driving and he is expecting to go back to his place and they just gonna get it in and just spend the night together. But she tells him, I wanna go to my mom's house. So she does not want to stay the night with him. She says it's her first night out of prison. She just wants to go see her mom. So he's disappointed. They get to her mom's house and he's like, all right, let's go meet your mom. Again. She said, you ain't meeting my mom right now. I want it to be special. I don't want her to meet you like this. So he's like, wait a minute. Now I done bought you all these material things, and I gave you $1,000 in cash. And I saw Jordan's box. Did y'all see it? I could have sworn when she was walking out the car, she was carrying a Jordan shoe box. I'm like, he got the girl some Jordans? Listen, baby, couldn't have been me. Couldn't have been me, baby. I done bought you all this. But he was like, well, I was the first to see her. I picked her up from prison, so I can understand the first night she wants to be with her mom. Listen, child, ain't no way. Ain't no way. If I'm really in love with you, you my man, you my boo thing, and it's been 4 years for me, and you hot and horny for me, and I'm well, maybe next time. Child, listen. So, you know, he just tucks his tail in between his legs and he goes. So, Nicole meets her mom. You know, they're hugging. Her mom's got this purplish pink. It was a pretty color. I wasn't expecting it, but it was a pretty color. She showers up. Next thing we know, she's texting somebody, telling them that she's home. She want to hang out. I'm like, ooh. Now, if you watch Auntie's advice, Auntie reviews Love After Lockup, and she gave us spoiler alerts. She gave us spoiler alert saying that Nicole is indeed, in fact, married, and it's not to Deontay. So, I'm assuming whoever she's texting is the person that she's married to. I don't know. That's what Auntie said. She showed some receipts. She showed some pictures. I'm not sure where Auntie found this from. I'm pretty sure she said it in her video because she always cites her sources. But I don't know. Auntie could be right. I don't know. But we do see that Nicole is texting somebody. She said she just got out of prison. She just trying to have a little fun. She did say, what she say? Even though I'm in love with him, I just want to have a little fun. I'm like, you're in love with him, but you want to have a little fun. Normally people say, I love him, but I'm not in love with him. Because in love is stronger than love. When you're in love, you're going to be doing none of that stuff. But if you love the person, you shouldn't be doing it, but you may still do it. So that's why people say, I love him, but I'm not in love with him because they know when you say in love, that's you do anything for that person. So she might have meant to say I love him, but I want to have fun because maybe you ain't in love with him. You was not in love with him, but that's what we got from Nicole and Deontay. Is it Deontay? Deontay? I don't know. But that's what we got from them. Moving on. Courtney and Josh. So it's the morning after Josh's release. We see them in bed. She's got bed head. Her hair is everywhere. They done got it in. They done got it in. Josh said he don't remember what felt like. And it felt good to him. It felt good to him. I think he's the one that's been in jail for 11 years. So yeah, I can understand how he forgot how it felt. But baby, it felt good to him. So, you know, they just had their, you know, romp in the hay, and now they're getting ready to eat. So they're sitting down at the table and they get into like this emotional, deep conversation. And Courtney just talks about how she really loved her job. She really loved her job, and she's now at the point where she's hoping that it was worth it. She's hoping losing her job and having to go to jail and be on probation was all worth it for Josh, you know. Josh says that he believes it's worth it. He's grateful for everything that she's done. He says he wants to get into landscaping. So that's good, you know, that he's, you know, thinking about things that he wants to do. For me, I don't get a bad vibe from Josh. As of yet, I don't get a bad vibe from him. I feel like he's genuine. I feel like he wants to be there for her. But, you know, obviously in the trailer, for the season, we see that things kind of, you know. But so far, he seems like a good guy. I'm not getting any bad vibes from him. But, you know, Courtney, she just wants to make sure that he's in it for her. He wants to be around for her. She really wants to be loved. She got emotional in the confessional, and she just really wants to be married. She wants to spend her life with someone. She doesn't want to be alone. And listen, I can't even front because that's kind of like me half the time. Like, I just want a significant other, okay? I want somebody to love me. So I kind of felt her on that. But yeah, you know, she really liked her job. And I mean, it seemed like she had a high ranking at her job. I believe she was the correctional lieutenant or something like that. So, you know, it seems like she had a pretty high ranking and she risked it all for him. So hopefully it was worth it, you know. But that was all that we got from them. So I hope they work out. They are one of the couples, if not the only couple, that I hope it works out for, because so far they seem genuine to me. So I hope it works out for Courtney and Josh. All right, so we're moving on to Stan and Lisa. That were the last couple. Yes, Stan and Lisa were the last couple. So Stan's friend Dash, I believe that was his name, comes over and they're just chit-chatting. And Stan shows Dash the wig collection. The wigs that he bought for Lisa. You know, she's feeling like she looks like a boy, feeling unattractive. So he bought her these wigs and makeup to make her feel pretty and lift up her spirits. All right, so Dash, he's just not getting a good vibe about her. He thinks that Stan is being completely naive. And we get a phone call from Lisa. And Lisa, she's talking about her brother. She's talking about how, you know, basically he's just gonna have to bite the bullet and just suffer the consequences. You know what I'm saying? But then she says, what she says, she don't know what name she's gonna use. Yeah, she says she doesn't know what name she's gonna go by because she's married to 2 men. I was like, say what? She's married to 2 men. And so then Stan says, well, maybe we can get your maiden name back, and she says, yeah, I think I can because I don't have any felonies under that name. I'm like, girl, what? Wait a minute. So he gets off the phone and Dash is like, excuse me, did I just hear her correctly? He said she's married to 2 different men. So Stan says she married one guy and she thinks she's divorced from him, but she's not sure. And she's married to this other guy, but we don't know what happened with that relationship. Like, I'm just like, what? How does she not know if she's divorced from the other guy? And then she done got married to somebody else. Like, I don't understand. I don't understand. It's crazy. And Dash is trying to, you know, trying to get him to realize, look, she could be playing you. He was like, what if she's still seeing one of these ex-husbands and she tells him, hey, you know, I was talking to this older rich guy, let's go scam him, you know. And Stan's like, no, it's not even like that. I don't think she's scamming anybody now. She's in prison. Stan, she scams you from prison. That's the perfect place to scam people. What are you talking about, Stan? That is exactly where you scam people. These prisoners, these convicts, they're in jail and they're on these chat lines and they're finding people like you. They're finding people like Deontay. That's a scam. He's talking about, I don't think she's scamming anybody. She's scamming you. Wow. It makes me feel like them two, Stan and Lisa, it made me feel like a lifetime movie. Listen, I love watching Element, but them Lifetime movies be a trip, and it feels like this is a Lifetime movie that I'm watching with them. Like the younger woman gets out of prison and she meets this rich older man, and then she ends up poisoning him and kills him for all of his money. Like, that's what it feels like. It feels like a Lifetime movie. I don't know. The next day, Stan is driving up to the prison. He got the wig heads in the back seat, buckled up with a seatbelt. I was like, I know he ain't got them buckled up with a seatbelt on. But listen, so he pulls up to the prison. He's never seen a prison before. He was like, oh, this is what prison looks like. And so he's just waiting for Lisa. And then at the end, apparently he sees somebody. And he's like, is that Lisa? And then it goes off. So next episode, we will meet Lisa, we will meet Ray, and in the scenes for next week, they showed another woman, an older woman. I think she was like in a wedding gown, so we still haven't met her yet. So she must not be in too many episodes because it's already like, what is this, the 3rd episode, and we still haven't met her yet. So she must not be in too many episodes if they're gonna bring her on, you know, late instead of at the beginning with everybody else. But baby, this season right here. All right, y'all, we have come to the end of the review and to the part of the video that I like to call.
And now, the prison bae, I'm going to take all of your money until the day I get out of jail and after, because you're that foolish and gullible. Award goes to...
All right, y'all. This week's prison bae, I feel like prison bae is gonna be the same person for quite a while, maybe the same person for the whole season. But this week's prison bae is Nicole. Baby, Nicole, I swear, Nicole is prison bae. Like, she is using that man for everything, and she's so good at it. Deontay, he is just so gullible. She's got him wrapped around her pinky. He done bought her all this stuff, gave her $1,000 in cash. She done talked him into believing that she's into him, and oh gosh, it's like, D, you done spent all this money on this girl and she ain't gonna spend the first night with you? you. She done married somebody else, baby. Nicole is that G. Nicole is Prison Bae. I'm telling you, we know what Prison Bae is, the person who is the most conniving, the person who's able to get over on the other person who's in the free world. And Nicole is definitely getting over on D. Alright, you guys, if you enjoyed this video, please hit that thumbs up button. If you like to leave me a comment, please feel free to do so down below. Let me know what y'all thought of this week's episode. And if you are not a fly girl yet, what are you waiting for? Subscribe to the channel. You guys can also follow me and add me on Instagram at Madam_ButHerFly. Alright, you guys, until the next time, please remember, stay focused, stay laughing, stay yourself, stay fly.